Good afternoon. It is an honor and a pleasure to introduce the Valedictorian of the PPHS graduating class of 2015-2016. For everyone in attendance today, it will come as no surprise to say that this is a very talented graduating class. This group has wonderful personalities, creative minds, logical minds, excellent athletes, high academic achievers, and kind and caring people, all mixed in for good measure. Selecting just one graduate from this group and having them speak for the entire class is quite a challenge. This class, however, is also a good challenge. They have made the perfect choice in Michelina Aguanno. Before I hand things over, I'd like to share a few facts with you about Michelina. As a grade 9 student, Michelina described herself as being shy. Michelina has been involved in almost every sporting club that the school has to offer. Every activity Michelina does, she has done well. Michelina has been on the honor roll throughout her entire high school career. She has been one of the voices of PPHS during the morning announcements the past 4 years. Michelina has a great sense of humor and enjoys puns, which she loves to share with her peers and sometimes the entire school. Michelina has a good standing work ethic and great time management skills. She has been the driving force in starting clubs and activities in everything from filling out paperwork to organizing and providing excellent leadership for her peers. The full list of areas to mention where Michelina has been involved is just too long to mention. Of all the activities and traits that I've just listed, the most important of them are that Michelina is kind and she cares for others. After knowing Michelina for the past 2 years, I have seen this year's Valedictorian give generously from her busy schedule to help strangers, friends, and friends when they are in need of help, a positive word, or maybe even a pun. Michelina is a true leader and she's liked by all. And it's for these reasons that she is making the valedictory address today. Michelina, thank you for everything that you've done for others and for the school. It has been a true pleasure to work with you. Your family, friends, and I are very proud of you. So, without further ado, please welcome the valedictorian for the 2015-2016 school year, Michelina Aguanno.
Good afternoon, Brookgreen High School graduates, teachers, family, and friends. Today's date is Tuesday, June 28th. Please hang tight for the rest of our commencement ceremonies. Sound familiar to anyone? First of all, look around. We see peers who became our friends, teachers who became our supporters, and parents who became our biggest cheerleaders. This is an important time in our lives in many regards. It is a time to reflect on the past, appreciating all those who have guided us on this educational journey, and a time to look for the future, keeping in mind all the lessons we have learned and how they come into play, helping us achieve our dreams. At a time like this, we can't help but to think back to grade 9. Think back to what it felt like to step into school on grade 9 day, what it felt like to try and figure out your walk that first day, and walking to the classes with your school map in your hand. Perhaps when it came to freshman friends and met new people while mastering the art of blindfolded waiting or dying whisper. Regardless of what elementary school you at Fort Gray High School. Figuratively, they still remain by your side, rooting for you and supporting you in a variety of ways. Okay, now graduates, turn to the person to your left, give them a high five, and say, thank you. Now turn to the person on your right, give them a props, and be like, yeah, you did it, thanks. After spending a huge chunk of the day at school, or 5 days a week for most of the year, that's a long time. And in that time, your peers become more than just your classmates, or even friends. They become family. And I'm sure if we all close our eyes right now, we can all think of at least one other graduate in this room that has made a positive impact on our high school experience, whether that be a small random act of kindness, or by being a true friend. Don't forget to thank them too. I guess overall what I'm trying to say is that we are all unique, with original personalities and varying interests. And that means that the high school experience for each and every one of us was different. But overall, we are still connected. We all started off a bit nervous and lost when we first got here. We all belong to the community of Fort Gray High School and experienced all the perks of being a part of a small town. We all faced obstacles. We all grew in some areas of our lives. We all learned lessons both in and out of the classroom. And we're all graduating today as fellow rebels, as friends, as family. We are the Fort Gray High School graduating class of 2016. Wow, sure does make me feel old when I say that, doesn't it? I mean, not to be too cheesy or anything, I don't want to spoil your appetites for hors d'oeuvres later. But I'm going to end off by saying, your rebel tip for today is number 5,282,016. That's the number, that's the date, yeah. Remember your high school days. Treasure these moments, the memories, and the friendships. Even though we may be leaving the building, we will always have these things to keep close to our hearts. Thank you, Fort Gray High School, and have a great day.
Stage to receive the Lions Club Valedictorian Award and the Valedictorian